Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are taking a look at Monster High Skulltimate Secrets 6, aka Hauntlywood Mysteries, Frankie Stein. This doll was also a birthday gift, like Claudine. So they have been sitting around my house for a while, waiting to be unboxed. So let's do it, shall we? Alright, so by now I think we already know the drill of Skulltimate Secrets. We do have like a blue locker this time around. Also, I'm not sure. I do think this is like a new sculpt because I'm pretty sure that I don't have one with me, but the Garden Ghouls don't have a little like movie theme on theirs. So not only are we like using our budget on these playsets, but we're giving them brand new sculpts on top of it, which feels a little wild to me, but whatever. Moving on, we do have a silver key that can unlock the doors like so, and then we can pop them open, and there is a piece in here that will let us have access to our doll. Since Frankie's not unboxed, I guess we'll do it like we're supposed to. So with Frankie's blind bag packaging, we do have a little like battery motif, which I do think is pretty fun. We do have some like charged batteries and some batteries that are charging. And then if we open it up, first thing we get is the piece that we so lovingly need to pop our doll out, I think. No, I lied. That's not the piece I'm thinking it is. We do have sunglasses. We have the little stand piece. And then what else is in here? There's something. Oh, the choker, which is this pink choker. We'll get a better look once the doll is out. And then the bag right here, which is inside of a bag for some reason. I feel like it's a little unnecessary. But this cute little clutch here. It's got like a black leather look to it with some stitch details, a little Frankie F charm hanging, some chains, and this little like nut holder, you know, handle, there's the word I'm looking for. Pretty cute. In our next blind bag, we do have the second piece to our little playset here. This is just a full playset. We do have the little rod that gives us this little rack in our playset. I'm gonna put that in there. And we have two pink hangers, same sculpt as before, that we can now hang on our little rod here, like so. In our third blind bag, we have the extra set of hands here, another microphone. Did Caddy? I think Caddy must have come with a microphone as well, if they're all coming with this little black microphone. And then one bracelet. Does Frankie only get one silver bracelet and everybody else gets... Oh no, there's the other one. It was hidden. There is our second silver bracelet. And then our last piece to the little handle thing here. Did I put that on? I did. I totally... Wait, no. No, that's right. That's right. That's right. I was like, I put that on backwards. Once again, this is all like... So, and then ta-da, we can go ahead and attach that to our playset and pop our doll out of it. I don't feel like unzooming, so we're just gonna... Ta-da! Frankie! So included in Frankie's packaging is this little silver like waist clip piece that will hold your doll in place if you decided to put them back in the elevator. Now that we have Frankie unboxed, we can take a look at some of the extra stuff we've already unboxed from our blind bags. The first thing we have are these cute little chunky bracelets that are like little chains. Really love these. They are silver. And then we have this, you know, hand sculpt that they have that's making the little half heart. And if you have Claudine, you can take Claudine's hand and make the full heart. Isn't that just so precious? Love that. And yeah, because it's like the same hand sculpt that Claudine's has, but without nails, and then just on the opposite side. So speaking of that, we can take a look at the other hand over here, which is just like the basic, like standard hand. And then we have the choker, which is like a pale pink color with a diamond in the middle. It's giving very chaos emerald with little stitch details on the side. And then we have the sunglasses, which are these like funky little shapes. Kind of like a mint color almost, like very slight mint color to the sunglasses with black lenses. And then on the arms, there is like little triangles, I guess. Yeah, triangles. That's what we'll go with. And then we can look at our last blind bag, which should have all of our clothing. And it does. So we do have the, once again, matching pleather skirt here with the snakeskin and the pastel blue fur. This one I do think looks a bit better with the like undergarment than the other two, but I don't know, something about these skirts is just not clicking for me, I guess. That does just use Velcro in the back, by the way. If you can see. There we go. And then for Frankie's mesh / chain link skirt, it has like little lightning bolts. And then, like it's like a blue, like a black mesh skirt with like blue decals, like shiny metallic ones. Once again, Velcro in the back. Pretty cool. I do like this skirt way better than the pastel skirt. I really like the idea of the like chain link skirts for sure. Loving that. Where Frankie does switch things up from the other ghouls is with her little jacket. It's more of like a little bolero shrug with this like silver print on the sleeves. And then, oh, there's like the battery print that we saw on the blind bags. Really cool. It's like a puff sleeve bolero moment with white fur in the front and then the silver satin in the back. And then lastly, we do have these little like booties right here. One is gold, one is silver. They have this little like crisscross pattern, like mesh looking. Well, not mesh, but like, yeah, I don't know what to call the pattern. But yeah, they do look like they have been bolted together. Not really a huge fan of the mixing and matching of gold and silver. Oh, they do say Frankie Stein. Oh, this one has like a picture of their eye. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but like I said, I don't love mixing and matching gold and silver together. I just don't think it looks that great. But kudos to them for taking a risk, for putting themselves out there creatively. They just died, but yeah, not super big on that. These do remind me of like the Haute Couture heels though, like the first one, not the Midnight Runway, not her, but the first Haute Couture for sure. And finally, moving on to our doll. Oops, sorry, I'm not meaning to do it on the camera. I adore this Frankie face. It's definitely like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just so good. I love the person that designed the faces for this line. They did such a good job. We have this really cool silver eyeshadow. Once again, that white highlight trick with the paint. I love how one of the like lashes is giving a little lightning bolts. And a little bit of like a blue eyeshadow underneath the eye with some pink shadow on the crease. Love, love, love these brows. And then like a pink ombre lip. It just looks really good. Just this eye shape is just so good. Like, adore. Now this hair, as pretty of a blend as it is polypropylene with silver tinsel. We have some white streaks in the front that go into this little like tied back bang tendril moment. Once again, as much as I like this like black and midnight blue blend, it just feels like awful. And there's so much tinsel. And once again, poly is just not a good material to be using. It just deteriorates over time. It's just not great. So yeah, that is unfortunate. And it looks like a bulky wig on top of that. So whoever created Polly is evil. So moving on to the doll's main outfit, which is this romper with some silver stitch details in the front. This has the same like battery print that we've seen on a couple things. This looks pretty cute. It's like a blue polyester fabric, just like the other ghouls. It has some blue ribbon straps in the front and then Velcros in the back. Can see Frankie also has a gold chained belt here. with this little voltage sign hanging off of it with the chains. Pretty cool. Once again, though, I don't really love the mixing of the silver and the gold. And then Frankie has a silver harness here in the front with little lightning bolt designs and little zippers hanging off of it. It's pretty cool, but we're just going to go ahead and just... There we go. Much, much better. So I did realize this upon unboxing it, but I did get the Frankie without the stitches. So the earlier batches of this Frankie don't have the stitches printed on them, and I think that's a really fun, like, mistake, and I love having these little variants. So I'm gonna call this my full coverage foundation Frankie because they do not have stitches, but you can see that they do have this pretty cool leg here. Oh, I just realized like their shoes are the same length too. It's like the first time that's happened. With like taller boots at least. But the pink leg here does have these pretty cool stars and this like disco ball print almost. Really love that. It almost reflects like a disco ball too. It's kind of fun. Love. But speaking of the boots, they are just like this blue platform. Oh, the heels are zippers. Okay, see, there's another object heel that makes sense, looks natural with the shoe, and is fun. This is something G1 would have done for sure. Love. There is stars on the bottom of the shoes. And then they have the boot covers, one in gold and one in silver. Once again, I just really don't love the mixing and matching of like the gold and silver. These boots are something Claudine would wear. Like the way they're like zipped up. They remind me of Claudine. They're pretty cute. Man, I just can't win with this doll now that I'm thinking about it because like I can't even put the other shoes on because one's gold and one's silver, and I'm like, maybe I just do it without the boot covers, but yeah, maybe that's what we're gonna do. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to mention that Frankie does have the same opera-length glove situation going on with the blue mesh. It's a much better color match than Claudine's. Their gloves also have the like clawed nails. I think it's supposed to just look like acrylics on them though. And then we have the 2 silver rings and the little heart stitched pattern on the palm. And then I do believe that this one just, oh no, this one only has 1 ring. It's a little skullette. Super cute. All right, and that is going to wrap up our review on Frankie Skulltimate Secrets 6. This is the look I've decided to use for the final look here. Just that without the, like, the gold, you know. I don't even really like gold on Frankie that much in general, if I'm being honest. But yeah, definitely don't love the mixing and matching of gold and silver at all. But yeah, overall, I do think this Frankie is really fun, really pretty. Once again, the poly hair is awful. And once again, they're just even more special to me since they were a little, birthday present. Just really so blessed. But yeah, let me know what you think of Frankie down below in the comments. And as always, if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe and follow my socials. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.